Hello, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, quiet. That's enough. This is a podcast by my dad and my uncle. They talk a lot about music, like a lot. So please sit back and enjoy. I think they are going to start in about 14 seconds.
Hi there, welcome to another episode of BG's Broken Records. My name is Bob,
I'm Gare.
and we are here to entertain you for a while.
And
And-
we are right next to each other.
Hold on. Wonder Twin Powers, activate. Woo! There we go. What's news, Gare?
Got a lot to talk about today.
Well, we are trying to have an intro and an outro segment.
Right.
We like to talk about deaths
True.
because unfortunately they're coming fast and furious. And I do think we should start writing down who we think are going to be the next to go. Because I mean, you had
Death lottery.
you had Tina Turner, you had Jeff Beck, you had our friend from Toronto,
Oh, Gordon
Lightfoot.
Lightfoot.
You know, they're all going to start going,
But
man.
these are kind of like Jeff Beck. I think he just kind of got sick and died.
Yeah, well, and then you got Petty with an overdose. So,
You got Bob Dylan, who just turned 82.
Taylor Hawkins goes at 50.
Yeah.
I know those are unexpected, but still.
Did you see Foo Fighters just got a new drummer?
New drummer, yeah.
Yeah. They're going to hit the road. And
They should.
Dave Grohl's a workaholic, though, man. He can't sit still.
It's his band.
100%.
100%. I mean, it's like Jethro Tull. They had 37 members in the band over the years.
Are you
No,
serious?
seriously. 37.
Whoa.
Dude, it's Ian Anderson's
That's more
band.
than Menudo.
It's more than Milli Vanilli. Yeah, Dave Grohl. I got to tell you, as I said in the last podcast, I've got some newfound respect for him just because I
big
thought
time.
I thought the book was great. Okay, we're going to touch on a couple of things. Our main podcast today is unfortunately about a rock icon who has passed. I don't really think we need to touch on
No,
dead
I
people
think-
today, except one person,
Oh, who do you got?
Jim Gordon.
Oh,
Remember that?
I did see.
Okay,
yep,
so
yep,
I
yep.
think we talked about this back in episode 10 to 15 somewhere. So tributes, July 1945 to March 2023, tributes have been paid to Jim Gordon, the drummer whose numerous recording credits include Derek and the Dominoes, Steely Dan, Joe Cocker, Alice Cooper, John Lennon, Frank Zappa, and was also the elite session collective, The Wrecking Crew. Gordon, who was jailed for the murder of his mother, waged a lifelong battle with mental illness. He was 77 years old. Now, I do remember doing some research on the guy. They offered to let him out.
Was he in a mental facility?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he said, I don't think I should.
Said the guy who was nuts.
Yeah.
I think I should
I
stay
think I
right
should-
here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank God he did,
Thank
man.
God.
Thank
Yeah.
God he did. And the other person we never really talked about was Seymour Stein. Remember him? Sire Records?
I remember this
He was
name.
he was a big proponent of Blondie and all those bands that were on
Okay.
Sire.
Okay.
Co-founder of Sire Records and VP of Warner Brothers, Seymour Stein became a record industry giant. His list of signings include the Ramones, the Pretenders, Talking Heads, Ice-T, the Replacements, and Madonna. He introduced British acts such as Fleetwood Mac, Depeche Mode, the Smiths to the U.S. market. He was 80 years old when he died. They didn't say why. Yeah.
Again, are we starting to see a little bit of a theme here? People who are dying, 80, 83. I mean, early 80s. These guys these people lived two lives. They fast and hard.
Well,
I mean,
and you can't forget Mick Slattery.
I don't know who Mick Slattery.
Dude, Mick Slattery, former Hawkwind guitarist
Oh, okay.
and founding member of the Space Rockers,
Thank you.
the one that had Lemmy as the bass player for a little bit.
I am clueless on this one.
All right, so
That's why I have you as a friend to bring me up to speed.
So who brought the information to the cocktail party on the rock and roll? Yeah. Okay, so those are our deaths, but we're going to talk about Tina Turner for this episode. We did a lot of research. I think because these people are starting to drop, we really do need to spend a little time with them.
Yes.
But I personally, all my notes are not the standard Wikipedia oh my God, she was the best. Da, 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 da. This is more information in the background.
Yep.
That's what I'm covering. So,
Well, I've got a little bit of both.
okay.
So I've got the no list, no top 10 list, but
No.
things like solo albums, studio albums, live albums. But then, Bob, we went through, and there's a lot of great interviews out there from CBS Sunday Morning, and just talking to her as a person. There's the I, Tina documentary, which is phenomenal. I was talking to a guy at the Players about a week ago, and he saw the I, Tina musical when it came here. And I think it was at the Opera House.
I think it's been playing for like 6-8 years in London, and I do want to see it.
It is. Well, he said that the people in the show are so talented, and the girl who plays Tina, at the end of the musical, they do a concert and they play like 3 or 4 songs, really singing, and their band's really playing.
Yeah.
And he said it is off the charts. And I remember she came to the opening in New York. She had a stroke. People were on either side of her, but she made the opening on Broadway.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh,
So,
good for her. Okay, before we dive into that, a couple things I just need to do a little house cleaning here. Every week, I'm going to ask you to hit the like or subscribe button.
please.
Pretty please. Then I'm going to ask you next to pass it on to your dentist or your doctor or your newspaper person or somebody who likes music. Because even my post person, La Factrice, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Listen to me, Jean-Claude. No,
It's all
that's
from
Dutch.
the throat.
I mean, she knows rock and roll. So you can pass it on to anybody. We finally have the site running much better.
The site looks good.
Site looks good.
Thank you, Robert. Looks good.
It should be listed on the header for this, but in case you need to know, it is BG Bro. Well, I'll find it and I'll get back to you on that one. And then we have a Twitter account, just in case you need to follow us and
Please.
do that, because we have a lot of women there who are following us, which is awesome, even though we don't know who they are. At BGSBROKN. Okay?
Right on.
So I actually mentioned an album that I bought from Gary at Firebird Records, Gary.
Mm-hmm.
The Wedding Present. Spun It. Great album.
Okay.
1978-ish. So I tweeted about it. The lead singer's following us now. Yeah.
Come
No, I'm
on.
not lying to you, man.
Look at us.
mean,
Look at you.
Like, if I'm lying, I'm dying. Sorry, such a bad cliche. Okay, so let's dive into it. I think you have something you want to show.
We're gonna lead off with this.
Who do you go to listen to, Janice, if you want to really have it? Who are your favorites?
Tina Turner.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Tina Turner.
Yeah.
She's the best chick ever. Fantastic singer, great dancer, fantastic show. She sings with the Ike and Tina Turner Review. Ike is her husband and band leader, and Tina's the show.
I just had to lead with that because that was 1969, Dick Cavett show, Janis Joplin. And when she said Tina, Dick Cavett had no idea.
Did he have that glassy look in his eyes?
He just kind of did the to the audience.
Who's
and
Tina Turner?
Right. And to get an endorsement by Janis Joplin, who was at the top
Of
of
the
her
game.
game
Yeah.
in 1969, I just thought that quote was just absolutely wonderful.
Yeah. No, I concur, because you want to concur.
Please concur.
Every time I say that, I think of that movie, Catch Me If You Can.
Oh, right.
Do you concur? Doctor, do you concur? Oh, shit, I should have concurred.
Damn it.
Okay,
Anna Mae Bullock,
Anime Bullock,
the
go.
queen of rock and roll, who just passed away on the 24th of May at age 83. Bob and I had a quick little discussion before getting on air. We all know Tina. Hey, there was no one with more sex appeal on stage than Tina Turner. I went back. I was watching her and Mick do Brown Sugar. Her and Rod doing Hot Legs.
Hot legs.
I mean, you couldn't take your eyes off of Tina.
So, in my research, Ike said he wanted to turn into a Tarzan woman, right? That's kind of where they got all the motion and all this stuff.
Yep.
So I watched Mike Wallace, CBS, 60 Minutes. Did you? Oh, I sent you that one,
I
didn't I?
watched it. Yep.
Okay. It was a 10-minute episode. She was 57 at the time.
Looked phenomenal.
Fantastic.
Dude, she looked great. Have you seen some of the last pictures of her at 83? She looked great.
She looked very good, but so I put a little note down and then I had to scratch it off. I said, I think she's had a little plastic surgery. But then at the end of one of the videos I watched, stroke,
Yes.
intestinal cancer,
Yep.
and kidney issues. So I really had to scratch that one off, and I really apologize for judging a book by the cover on that one because that is a hard thing to put your body through.
She went through and you know what else I read about her? And then we're going to move on to some positive. She had untreated high blood pressure since like the 70s. How do you go to the doctor and they say, hey, your blood pressure's out of control. We need to put you on some meds or what? Are you kidding me? The silent killer. And that was part of it. Yeah. But anyways, Anna Mae Bullock, the queen of rock and roll, 83 years old. The only thing I want to say about Ike Turner, because he was a bad hombre. I didn't even look into his background.
Hombre. No, he was
a terrible person, and I don't care how he got there, but I will say this. He is credited, and Bob, you know the second half of this, with one of the first rock songs, which was Rocket 88, 1951. And who else was?
Jackie Brunson, who was the singer. Who gets the credit for the first rock and roll song. I think Ike was just in the backup band.
Which is not surprising.
It's like saying, when Jimi Hendrix played for Little Richard, he was just a backup guitar player.
Right.
That's it.
Right. But I'm gonna just kick this one cocktail party fact out, and then Bob, you jump in from here. So when Tina died, she's worth $250 million. Not surprising at all. When Ike died, he was worth $500,000. That's karma biting you in the ass, baby.
Totally. Okay, so thank you for that lead-in because we could go through the cliches of the Angela Bassett movie and all that stuff and the abuse she went through. We're not going to do it because you've already heard that.
Right.
My question is, what makes her an icon? That is really what my question is. You've got a woman who fronts a band. She's a powerful, strong, black woman on stage who is unabashed in her singing, gyrations, her movements on stage.
One-of-a-kind voice. She didn't sound like anybody else.
She sounded like a blues singer. She sounded like a male blues singer.
But comparing her to her contemporaries at the time, say Diana Ross, sounded nothing like...
Diana Ross was a bird compared to that,
Yes.
I'm going to say it's a truck because she had that deep growl. Mm-hmm. It's like Seeger said. They always wanted me to play sing the songs that were done by black bands because I had that deep, gravelly growl.
Right.
You know?
Right. Exactly.
Okay. What made her an icon? She went through her struggles. She comes out on the other end. She leaves Ike, that bad hombre, with 36 cents in her pocket.
Correct.
Right? So that's 1978. In 74, she started writing her own songs. Where do I have it right here? Come here. From 72 to 77, she wrote 32 songs. Nutbush City Limits is one of them.
Great song.
Which I think is, I hate to say it, I think Seeger's cover is better.
Totally agree with you there.
But that's okay. She sold her rights to her catalog.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, she only got $50 million for it. She sold it to BMG in 2021. Mm-hmm. It included her name, her image, her likeness. The play,
right?
They own it now. So it's like Michael Jackson's image. Who owns that? And we've already talked about Dylan selling his and Stevie Nicks selling hers.
Yep.
Look, this is house cleaning for people because of the way the government is. And I'm not even going down that rabbit hole, but you know,
why wouldn't you?
Why you have to prepare
exactly
to not overgive.
Correct.
In your estate taxes.
And hopefully you've got plenty stashed away already. And it's like, I think it's a good thing.
So her estate without the catalog was estimated at $250 million.
Wow.
Right? She is more important in the UK, in the EU than the US. Did you read that?
I did.
Okay. Of her streams and downloads, 1/3 is U.S., 2/3 UK and EU.
I like what she said about the American audiences. They kind of forget about you. She goes, you come back to Europe, you pick up right where you left off.
For sure.
They never forget about you.
So she was a Swiss citizen when she died.
Correct.
I don't know if she was a dual citizen, but
I didn't hear. I thought
did you
the
see
same
that
thing.
view of that house she had
Oh, dude.
over Lake Geneva?
Oh, unbelievable.
And I don't
man.
even want to segue into Deep Purple, which will get me into Kiss. So let's just not even mention Lake Geneva shoreline, okay?
But when you read about too, and
Chip.
again, we're gonna woo. I mean, we're gonna throw out fact after fact, but once in a while, it's kind of nice just to talk about. So Erwin Bach, who they met.
This is a good story.
They met.
I like this.
Yeah, well, actually, it was Roger Davies, who was an Australian producer, who kind of said to Tina, hey, we need to record an album and all this. Erwin Bach came into the scene. But you want to talk a true love story.
No, I agree.
And they just got married a couple years ago.
In 2012.
And basically, in the interview, she said, this is really my first marriage.
Oh, for sure.
Because the one to Ike was, hey, we're doing this, we're doing that. And
Right.
she's like, I knew why, and I couldn't say no.
Right.
Even though they would still bring up Ike in interviews, and you can see how raw she would even saying, I get a little emotional talking
Right.
about anything with Ike. And even when he was alive, I saw an interview where she's like, I don't want to say too much because I don't want to get into another fight with Ike. And they had been divorced for like 20 years.
Yeah. Do you remember when Drew and Mike used to call him and get him on the phone?
100%. They used to call Ike, and they would call Jimi Hendrix's dad. Do you remember when they used to call Jim?
I don't remember Hendrix, but I remember the.
Oh, yeah.
When Ike would always talk about getting some cat.
Well, and Ike trying to understand him, I spit it out.
Yeah, well, okay.
Bad hombre.
That's what I'm told. So bigger in the U.S. and the U.K. Concert albums and rankings. She made $3 million in one show at Wembley.
I saw that.
$3 million. Houses in the south of France, Switzerland, and the U.S. So from 76 to 84, she did the lounge circuit.
Correct.
Then your guy that you just mentioned, Roger Davies, who's the Australian producer, comes up to her with "What's Love Got to Do with It?"
Yep.
She didn't dig it. If
She
I'm
didn't.
correct,
She did not like it. No.
talk about second guessing. But so I mentioned that Wembley thing, $3 million for one show at Wembley. Now check this out. I'm not a huge fan of Tina Turner. I'm just going to say it right now. Right?
Whoa.
No.
Oh, sorry.
Just listen to me.
Let me take my wool back.
Yeah. I have a ton of respect for her. I think she's an amazing performer. I love her voice, but I don't like anything Private Dancer and Past. Don't like it.
So you're saying you didn't like the duet with Bryan Adams?
No.
Oh, I played that just getting ready.
No. But so here's the Wembley set list from 2000. I Want to Take You Higher, Sly and the Family Stone, Absolutely Nothing's Changed, don't know who that is. A Fool in Love, Ike and Tina. The Acid Queen.
Great. That song, I listened to that getting ready. That is awesome.
Right.
The original Acid Queen, man.
So River Deep, Mountain High.
Mm-hmm.
We Don't Need Another Hero. You Better Be Good to Me. Private Dancer. Let's Stay Together. Al Green. What's Love Got to Do with It? The Heartache Is Over. When the Heartache Is Over. Baby I'm a Star, which is a Prince cover. Help by the Beatles. Whatever You Need. Sitting on the Dock of the Bay. Try a Little Tenderness. I Heard It Through the Grapevine. And I love how they listed as a Gladys Knight and the Pips cover because their version is better than Marvin's. Go ahead.
I'll go with you there. So if we're
Well, hold on. Let me finish the set list.
sorry.
Addicted to Love.
Great set list, by the way.
Totally. The Best, Proud Mary, Nutbush, and the last song was 24/7. That show, I would have fucking, oh my God.
Whoops.
I would have gone to, Edit. I would have gone to see that show, and I'm not a fan of hers because I could have sat through 8 songs that were like, Private Dancer.
Right.
To hear Nutbush, Proud Mary, Addicted to Love, Try a Little Tenderness.
Dude, what was the Sly song that she opened with?
I Want to Take You Higher. And the Acid Queen.
Dude, and probably most of the audience didn't even know the Sly or didn't even know. You know what I mean? They
In
were like,
2000, who knows?
Right.
So she made $3 million for that. So in '94, after she puts out the Private Dancer album, it sold 10 million copies, got 4 Grammys. Haynes, did you see this one? I think in mid '90s, paid her $10 million to promote a special line of pantyhose
Oh, yeah.
for Hanes because of her legs. Now,
I think she insured her legs also with Lloyd's of London.
there was always that rumor that Gene insured his tongue at Lloyd's of London, so never mind. Okay.
Okay.
So she was voted the most admired legs in 96 in the USA.
She did have great legs.
In that thing with Mike Wallace, she's 57 years old.
Oh, yeah.
She was in great shape.
She looked, I mean, think about it. Mick Jagger says he can lose up to almost 10 pounds on stage.
So my old guitar player, teacher, Robert Gillespie, that we talked about,
Right.
God rest his soul, he told me he would lose 5 pounds a night on stage.
And Mick Jagger, there's not 10 pounds to lose there.
No.
I mean, so think about
He's got to snap into a lot of Slim Jims.
Oh,
Sorry.
so on all your facts, I just want to say this. So, from an album standpoint, she sold 150 million records.
So I've got 200 million.
I've heard.
I love the internet.
I've saw between 150 and 200. I'm going with the 150, but let's say 175. 9 studio albums, 2 live albums, 6 compilation, and 17 music videos. I mean, from age 44, she retired in 2007. She was nonstop. And as you said, 44, the Mike Wallace interview, she's 54. I like in the interview, though, when with Gayle King, when she's retired, and she just said, I got on the bus or the plane, whatever, and she's like, I'm done. I'm done. And did you ever look back or something? She's like, no, not really.
No, that's okay. It's absolutely okay. It's better to go out on a high than it is to be in a tribute band to yourself.
You mean to be like Phil Collins, who can't even walk because of his back, and they do a whole tour of him just sitting in a chair?
Well,
and you know what? The voice was still there.
yeah, it's like when I saw
That was
Frampton.
sad.
I know he was sitting there, but I watched it, and I'm digressing here. Bring me back in a second.
Sure.
I watched some video, and they were talking about when Phil Collins put out his second solo album. No Jackets Required, third. I don't know what it was.
Okay.
The same year, I think they put out Genesis Invisible Touch.
Right.
I guarantee if I told you 6 songs, you couldn't tell me which one was a solo or which one was a Genesis.
That's a good, because yes,
they
good,
sound
great point.
They
Great
sound
point.
identical.
100%.
I couldn't stand that music in the 80s. But I'm telling you right now, Abacab, I like the album.
It's not bad.
It's not bad at all. Okay, so let's get back to Tina
Lamb
Turner.
Dies on Broadway. That's another good life.
Dude, it's a great album. That song is phenomenal.
The lead
I'm
in.
pointing at Gary with my finger up. I'm giving him the, hey, listen to me with one finger.
Right.
Here's some more facts. 99, VH1's list of 100 greatest women in rock. She was number 2. Here's, you ready to slag off the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame again?
Please.
You ready?
Give me a reason.
It took them till 2021 to induct her solo into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So anywhere between 100 and 200 million albums, toured all over the world.
They suck.
And Missy Elliott gets in.
They suck.
Missy Elliott. Has Missy Elliott sold 200 million albums?
Of all the 35 episodes or whatever we have, the one thing you can take away from this podcast is we hate the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And you're going to hear that from now, and you're going to hear that in our 100th episode.
But we're going down there.
Oh yeah. Well,
we got to
keep
take
your
a trip
friends
down.
close. Let's. We have to go. We have to go. Be like we have to reinforce why we hate it.
We're going to go down there. Hi, we really love the place. We've traveled from so far because we want to see all your exhibits. Oh, wow. Look at those platform shoes from James Morrison.
Yeah, it's
Who
good.
was James Morrison? Billboard reports her recordings earn an estimated 3.7 million annually in streams and syncs.
Wow.
I already mentioned that 1/3 is U.S., 2/3 is out of the U.S. Her estate without the catalog, I already said, was 150 million. So 4 kids.
And she lost 2 of her sons.
Yes.
One to suicide, and one to cancer.
It's
maybe?
cancer or something. So
I think so.
the one she had with Ike died of the health issues.
Correct.
The one she had before she met Ike committed the suicide.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's said that near the end of her life, the last 10, 15 years, and maybe some of the touring years, she was estranged from Ike's kids, who she adopted.
She said she never saw her grandchildren or her great-grandchildren.
Dude, that's got to hurt. That's got to hurt.
How did really? That's got to really hurt, man.
Yeah, but you know what? You get 4 kids sitting there. Hey, Mom, you're worth $250 million. Give me $1 million.
Yeah.
Bugger off.
Who knows what happened behind the scenes here?
Nobody knows what
Nobody
goes
has
on behind
any
the
idea
closed door.
other than they just love to print. She never saw her grandchildren or great-grandchildren. Well, wait a minute. Here's a fact that I like. So,
wait a minute. Hold on. So, are you telling me that Ike, with his $500,000 near the end, didn't leave it to his kids?
knowing Ike, again, bad hombre.
Yeah, knowing Ike. No way.
He took it with him.
No shit.
He
Bury
taped
me with this.
Taped it all to his body and just said, I'm taking it with me.
That's right.
Okay. Here's the great fact, though, that I love. Competition, in the 60s, 70s, whatever it may be, from other female artists. And, well, they did mention the 60s. And Tina put it best. Again, I brought up the Diana Ross earlier. She goes, yeah, they could sing. They couldn't dance.
Couldn't dance. No, I like that.
She goes, I was the full package. I could sing and dance. And I'm like, right on.
Gary, look, I made a note right here. The stilettos she would wear.
In heels.
In heels, running around the stage.
Right.
Hey, Mick, put on some stilettos and try and run around.
Yeah, here's Mick in tennis shoes, Rod in tennis shoes. I do like the one, I was looking online. They show a picture of Keith Richards, and then here's David Bowie taking a swig out of a wine bottle that Tina's holding up. And below the picture was, can you believe Tina and Dave Bowie died before Keith?
Yes. Yes. Isn't that crazy?
And Keith's just standing there with the smoke, and it's like cockroaches and Keith Richards, man, when the big one hits.
Yeah. So Ronnie Wood just had 76, I think, a couple days ago.
Oh, he looks old.
He doesn't look good.
Oh.
And he's got 2 little kids. I told you that story about...
Dude, great story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His 2 little kids have got to be like 6 years old. I mean, who wants a kid at 70?
So Ronnie...
I mean, I want my children, but I don't want an addition.
Ronnie came out with an album 2 years ago, maybe.
His solo albums are not good.
Yeah, it wasn't
They're
that
not
great.
good.
So I started, at the time, rolling back on interviews with him. So he's talking about how him and Keith are obviously, big heroin addicts at the time. Did you ever see where Keith used to just take a needle, and I know I'm getting off track here, instead of finding a vein, he'd just put it in his upper bicep, and he pitted out his upper...
Oh, yeah.
From just, anyways, Ronnie was into smoking, it was like called hot cigarettes or whatever. He'd roll the heroin in the cigarettes. During the interview, he goes, when Keith and I had made a pact, when we turn 80, we're going back to heroin. A boy can dream. I'm like, what? You are beyond an idiot. Beyond.
Beyond.
You're just mental. Anyways, I digress.
Okay.
Sorry.
Tina Turner, question at the very beginning of this episode was she an icon? My answer is yes. I have a ton of respect for her. She came through, not to use the Allman Brothers in this, but the whipping post, and man, she did it.
Well,
she
Bob,
did it. But here's sorry, not to cut you off.
Go.
That Roger Davies guy, the Australian producer, comes in and says, I've got one thing you should listen to. I think you should sing it. She says no initially. She comes back and records it, and she's a global star. I mean, could you imagine if Davies said, hey, Pat Benatar, why don't you sing this song? Where would Tina be now? I mean, the cogs of the universe blow me away.
I was just going to say, though, to be a phenomenal performer, you got to have the blues. And she unfortunately went through.
Yeah.
Look at Greg. His dad was killed by a hitchhiker.
Yep.
Loses Dwayne. Tina, the experience with Ike.
Well, and Barry Oakley,
Yeah. Barry. But you got to have the blues somewhere so it comes out in the creative
juices
flow.
Yeah. Do you remember there was a place in the 70s and early 80s when we were looking at, I don't know, the Metro Times when they still listed bands? There was a place out on Van Dyke that B.B. King used to play at all the time.
It
like
wasn't
Center
the
Stage or
what, like the Andiamos?
No, it was a small hall.
Okay.
But I think BB King was there every 6 months, 5 months. I asked.
Did you ever see? I never saw.
No, I asked Doug to take me there in the 70s. He's like, "Are you shitting me?" I'm like, "No, man, we should go check this out." No way.
Oh. Well, I told you. You know my Tina Turner story. When I saw Tina Turner,
What?
1985. I was with dating someone that will go unnamed. And she bought tickets, and she goes, "Hey, I got us some tickets to Lionel Richie at Joe Louis Arena." Oh. And in my brain, I'm like being the hard rocker going, "Are you kidding me?" And I'm like, "Oh, okay." Yeah. She goes, "Well, Tina Turner's warming up." And I'm like, "Whoa." And I'm like, okay. Yeah, yeah, you got me." So we get there, and they introduced
at Joe Louis Arena, downtown Detroit.
Downtown?
It's a hockey rink for you people out of town.
Right. Oh, and during the show, they introduced the new fad of, wait for it, is that cardboard you're putting down? Break dancing. These guys are unreal. And they come out with the neon green pants and the bandana tied around and you're kind of sitting there going, all right, that's pretty cool. Tina played for an hour, absolutely blown away. The only time I've ever seen her. Proud Mary, obviously,
all those
private
hits.
dancer and all. But I was like, and had probably 3 girls behind her in heels.
In heels.
It was, and I am so bummed I never went and saw her again. She stole the show.
Yeah.
Absolutely stole the show.
So 84, she would have been 40.
She was born in 39.
Yeah, but you would have seen her in, so she would have been 44 years old, 45 years old.
Correct.
That's young. That's young.
She moved and acted.
I'd love to be 45.
And what I said earlier in this podcast, nobody has had more sex appeal on stage, guy or girl.
Yeah.
I mean, moves like Jagger, okay, but...
Dude, Jagger's voice. Sorry.
Dude, Paul McCartney's voice is starting to go.
Oh, I know.
Dylan, no voice.
Dude.
He hasn't had a voice in 40 years.
So we're going to find out. Okay, so we're going to, throw this episode up. Depending on how many listens we get, I think we'll dictate if we, when these icons start going, if we dictate a half hour to these guys.
Sure.
I mean, we would have to do McCartney just for me. We'd have to do any of the Stones. Well, Mick or Keith, Rod Stewart.
Dude, Bill Wyman's like 86, I think.
Yeah, but what are you going to say about Bill Wyman?
Nothing.
He took a lot of pictures.
I like to
young kids
date underage girls.
So we'll end on 2 things. Do you got any more?
No, I think I'm pretty much factoid out.
Okay, because we're at 35 minutes. 2 things. Proud Mary, cover of CCR.
Yep.
CCR hit number 2 with it. Ike and Tina hit number 4 with it. That's a strong cover.
You know what I was going to say, though, too? I liked Ike and Tina's Beatles Come Together.
See, I haven't heard that one.
Not a bad cover.
I haven't heard that one. Then my last thing is I saw this thing on Twitter. All right, so check this out. We'll end on this note because your dog has walked. I guarantee it. 1983 US Festival. The question was, which day would you prefer to attend the US Festival? May 28, 29, 30, Southern California. Saturday, The Clash. So this could be pre-breakup. This could have been after, because they were touring with The Who in September of the year before. So this could be the original Clash, Men at Work, Stray Cats, English Beat, Flock of Seagulls, Your Buddies, Oingo Boingo, Wall of Voodoo. INXS was way down there.
Huh.
And 4 years later, they would have topped it in the Divinyls. That's Saturday. Sunday, Van Halen, The Scorps, Triumph, Priest, Ozzy, Joe Walsh, The Crew.
Okay. You still got me for these 2 days.
Okay. Monday, Bowie, Stevie Nicks, John Cougar, Pretenders, Missing Persons, U2, Quarter Flash, Berlin, Little Steven, and the Disciple of Souls. What day?
Oh, dude. Well,
you're going Van Halen.
Well, but that's all metal. But I do want to see the Clash. That was a good. That's with. I mean, I don't care about this.
If that was Jones and Strummer, Saturday would have been a no-brainer for me. Forget Sunday. I don't need Sunday. But the Clash.
Was Sunday the metal?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, except for Van Halen, I don't care about the Scorpions.
I saw
or-
Men at Work at Pine Knob. Freaking great show.
Really?
Oh, great show. Great show. English beat, Flock of Seagulls. Doot, doot. So that's what we're leaving on. So I'll put up a little poll. You tell us which day you wanted to go to the US Festival. It'll be on Spotify only. Click the poll. We'll give you the results in a couple weeks. Gary, I have enjoyed this recording.
Oh, this was good. How could you not with Tina?
I don't know.
She's the best. Simply the best.
Simply the best. So, folks, I think we're going to get out of here. What do you think, Gare?
All right. See ya.
See ya.